Hello, you guys. Good Tuesday morning to you. I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday morning so far. If you haven't heard, I want to bring you a story that went viral on June 18th. It happens out of Chicago, Illinois. A woman and her 14-year-old son went to something that they called a hot dog stand. It was a restaurant, and they went inside to order food. And there was a man online by the name of Jeremy Brown, 32 years old. He and Carlisha Hood, 35 years old, they got into a verbal argument. What was it about? I have no idea. Only people that was in the store at that time could probably tell you. I have no idea. I don't think that these two even know each other. But they got online and he was telling her like this was his child, say something else. And then he swore on his grandmother that if she did, she would basically be assaulted. And she said something, and he assaulted her repeatedly. Now, people online said that she told her 14-year-old son to retrieve a gun. Some people say she told him to go get in the car. Whatever happened, he went and he retrieved a gun. And by the way, Carlisha Hood is licensed to carry a gun. So he went and retrieved this gun, and he came back and seen this man still beating his mother, and he shot the man in his back. They said Brown, from the witnesses there, Brown was leaving the store and that the 14-year-old continued to shoot at him, and basically Jeremy Brown died at the scene. And I'm going to play the clip of the actual video that went viral.
Nate. Get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm going to knock you out. Oh, my grandma, say one more thing, I'm going to knock you out. Oh, say one more thing, I'm going to knock you out. Get your food. Who? Get in the car? Nate. Get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm going to knock you out. Oh, my grandma, say one more thing, I'm going to knock you out. Oh, say one more thing, I'm going to knock you out.
Now, there's a lot of feelings and emotions about what happened. Like I said, if there were any men there that was standing online and had seen this, and people are wondering why didn't they come to the aid of this woman. Like I said, we live in a totally different world now. Who knows what's going on out there? They may have been the next target at Jeremy Brown's rage. And it all depends on their feelings at that moment. Who knows why they didn't come to this woman's aid. Like I said, me, if I would have seen this, I probably would have left the store. Most definitely. There's no probably in it. I would have left the store. I don't like to see stuff like that. I don't like to be around stuff like that. I would have definitely left the store. But that is a whole nother topic for another video. They are free. Carlisha Hood and her 14-year-old son, they are free. And a lot of people are upset that they are free. They're saying that this woman, she made her son a murderer by telling him to go and retrieve this gun, which ended this man's life. And other people are saying it was stand your ground and he deserved to die, and that we are better off without Jeremy Brown. And some stand in the middle. This is tragic for everybody involved in this unfortunate circumstance. Very unfortunate. A lot of people say that Jeremy Brown, and I read this in a comment, they said he went in there to buy 2 pork chop sandwiches and left with 2 wings. And that is pretty much true. Why did this man have so much rage in him that he felt it necessary to beat a woman in her head that he didn't even know? Why did he feel it necessary to do this, and in public? Why did he feel it necessary? Who knows? But it's terrible. It's terrible. Now, Carlisha Hood, again, is a free woman, her and her son. And I know that they had a GoFundMe. I think Carlisha's sister did a GoFundMe when she was arrested, to, I guess, help with lawyers or whatever fees that might have occurred while she was in jail. And they said a whole bunch of different GoFundMes came up, but they were trying to direct people to the one that was legit. But I did also read that now she is suing. I'm not understanding why she's suing, because it's a man has died. A man has died, and you guys are free now. They have cleared you of all charges. So I, based on what I've read briefly, don't understand why there is a lawsuit being ordered now by the Hood family. I don't understand why. Again, all the charges were dropped. So why there's a lawsuit? They have to get the evidence together. They have to look at the camera footage. They have to make sure that this woman is actually able to own this gun. They have to look at everything. And it seems like they did that. And it seems like they did it in a speedy enough amount of time where everyone's free. So if I'm missing something, please tell me that why this lawsuit is going on. Why is there even a lawsuit? I'm not just sure about that. But I mean, and honestly, I have no opinions. A person that's full of opinions, I have no opinions on the situation. But I do have a concern, more or less, and it's for the 14-year-old. Yes, he ran and he got the weapon and he came back and he protected his mother. Yes, he did. He did what was at the time right in his eyes. It could have got worse maybe if he hadn't. This man might have beat his mother to death right there. Who knows? But that gun was used for protection and it protected his mother. Now he's 14. And I read in comments that his aunt is having to defend him because people are saying, oh, he's a gang member. And she said he's not a gang member. He's actually a graduate. He recently graduated, I believed. My circumstance, again, is for him. My circumstance, my concerns is for him. He's 14 and he has his whole life. This tragic event that happened on June 18th is either going to shape this young man or it could possibly break him. When all the heat or the encouragement and all whatever's going on with the situation, when it dies down and we continue on to the next circumstance, it's going to happen in about 32 minutes from now, he still has to live with the fact that even though he protected his mother, that he did kill someone. I hope that this 14-year-old, I hope that he does receive some type of counseling. Even if somebody was to come into my house with a gun and I have no idea what their intent is it to harm me? Is it just for robbery? Is it for both? And if I was to kill him with, a gun that I got for protection, yes, I would be so relieved that, I saved, my life. And anything that this person would have done to me. But it would always be in the back of my mind still. That, I ended someone's life, whether it was a good guy or a bad guy. And that's what I'm saying. He does need some counseling, most definitely. Because unfortunately, this Jeremy Brown, I don't know what was going on, before he entered that restaurant and decided that if a woman wasn't quiet, he would quiet her. I don't know. And now we see a lot of pictures of him with his young twin daughters that now have to grew up without a father, and we don't really know what his character was before he went inside that restaurant. All we know now is he seemed to be very, very abusive, and we're not really understanding why he even did this, or at least I'm not understanding why he did this. So really, what has happened in Jeremy Brown's life to make him feel at that moment that he could put hands on a woman because she is talking for whatever reasons at that time? Very, very tragic story for everyone involved. You guys be safe out there.